Hey, Shalom, Akim Shalom. First and foremost, when all praises and glory and honor is due to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect. Noise in the gospel broad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. It's Akim Mahaloya coming back with another quick lesson. Through the Spirit, Lord's going to be edifying. Titled The American Sheeple, Blind and Docile. As your world, you know, is getting ready, the so-called free world is getting ready to change for the worse. Okay, Bloomberg and different elites, billionaire elites around the world, they're talking about how Americans should have to eat lentils and let your pets die off to bring back some type of stability to the earth. Which, in fact, the only thing that would bring stability to the earth is if you devils, and when you devils get taken down. Okay, because animals aren't the problem, food isn't the problem is you, destroyers of the earth. Yet you destroy the earth and then you want to blame the people for being responsible, which these people are a bunch of useless eaters, we get that. But you elites, you are the ones that molded society into becoming an undecadent waste hole, man. Okay, you've created the world the way it is, and the policies and the schematics and the governments and the dictatorships. You've created all the problems we have today because you have the resources to do so. All right. So the people are just following the customs of their leaders, so to speak, because the scriptures tell you in Sirach, the 10th chapter, that the leaders, so shall the people be. Roughly paraphrasing it. The people they're just like the people that's in office that's pushing policies, man, because you have certain agendas that was designed to get a grip on earth, so certain policies could be passed, so certain agendas could be promoted, okay, really to rule out the true children of Israel, the Negro, Latino, and Native American. All right, so this man's hatred for people, for life, mainly the Israelites, and for the Lord's creation, is just a step in the direction that he's been trying to go in, okay, because weapons of mass destruction, nukes, tomahawk missiles, hydrogen bombs, and let alone biological warfare. All right, brothers ever heard of Agent Orange? That's part of biological warfare. All right, smallpox, biological warfare, illnesses and diseases. You know, like this guy, Dr. Fauci, he's basically a eugenist, man. You know, because he only pops up in a time of so-called deadly such and such as are on the rise. Now he's back in the news here and there talking about this new particular this and this and that. So basically Esau wants to do away with your freedoms, okay? He's blaming everything on some concocted madness that he's actually created. You see what I'm saying? So through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, hey, it's time for this devil to go down. But you Americans, you Babylonians, you people are so damn brain dead, you don't even see what the hell is happening to you. Now you may have a few guys here and there. You got the epic economist, you have what's this guy's name, not David Green, Alex Jones, which he set up, etc. But you got a lot of these people that's waking up and they're seeing things for what it is, but they can't really filter the prophecies through the scriptures, because even if they do try to go into Bible prophecy, they butcher it, because ultimately they don't understand who the true people is, or if they do understand that, they can't, you know what I'm saying? They can't understand who the people are, or they can't teach that. Like Alex Golden Bone Jones, as we used to call him, he knows who the Israelites are. He knows, because he's made an encounter with them years ago. But he's never gonna really bring that out, okay? But he's gonna mention a globalist this, globalist that, but he's not calling anybody out by name. You see what I'm saying? So these guys, man, yeah, they're set up to do a particular work and to forward prophecy, but overall they're not the prophets of the Lord. You see? But the rest of this system, mainly our people, they're not waking up to the fact that this man is getting ready to come down with great wrath. They're not waking up to the fact that he's the devil. They're not waking up to the fact that they're going to have to accept the implantable such and such in their bodies in order to even have a fighting chance in this society, man. And even then, they're taking away real food, okay, which the food is here is chemically produced. But overall, they're going to take away the so-called whole foods that you even had, the bad foods that you even possessed. You know, you're not going to be able to go get an apple or banana. You're not going to be able to go get a T-bone steak, a pound of ground beef, real lamb. but instead you're gonna be eating lentils. You're gonna be eating the new beef, the vegan beef, whatever they want to call it, the Impossible Whopper. You're gonna be eating lentils, bugs, all right, drinking chemicals. All right, you're not gonna have pH high alkaline. You're not gonna have alkaline waters. You're not gonna have none of that, man. It's like it's so dark. I don't like doing lessons in the dark, man. But it's just dark out here still. And mention that this devil signed a bill about daylight savings time, meaning that now the times are not gonna fall back, but instead they're gonna stay retracted forward. Which I believe they did that for farming and agricultural purposes, but reality of it is you didn't even need to adjust the time. It adjusts itself, because we know that in the fall and winter times the days get shorter. But see, this is this devil's way of trying to have Jake to work extra hours, man, because you lose 1 hour. But regardless of that, that's still part of prophecy, because in Daniel it tells you he should think the same times and laws, and they should be given it to his hand for a time, times and a half of times. All right, until the Holy One come and judge him. You see, so either way it go is speeding up time, because like as the brother said it, he said that as the days are getting longer, the days are actually going a lot faster, and that's true. It'd be 9 o'clock, it's still broad daylight, you in the bed, you know, getting up to do this in the morning. But everything you see around you, brothers, is getting ready to change for the worse for the people, but for the better of us, because now we're gonna have to be strictly reliant on the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, man. You see, because hey, the Lord warned us of these times. He told us that in these days that hey, the so-called white man Esau Edom was gonna set up or attempt to set up a new government, okay, that they're ultimately in control. They have control over everything, biometrics, your medical records, your homes, your vehicles, electric vehicles, which they were talking about doing that in the 20s and 30s and 40s. But overall, man, they're talking about carbon emissions and this and that. Here you creating new cars, you creating 2022 Hellcats, but yeah, you're complaining about emissions. Like, come on, man. Oh, that's messing up the atmosphere. Okay, even so, but what about GMOs, man? What about Ready Roundup? What about chemtrails? I mean, when you look in the sky, it's a bunch of chemicals, man. Like the water from the rain and from the heavens should be like the purest of the waters, man, because it's coming straight from the heavens. Okay, but what happens by the time the water reaches the earth is all chemically enhanced, man, and you can smell it. Same thing with the so-called snow, which we haven't had real snow in I don't know how long, you know, but barium oxide, crystallite, you know, chemicals in your food, chemicals in your drinking water, chemicals in your sweet beverages, chemicals in your fruits. You know, you got grapes this small when grapes were the size of bowling balls, man. Grapefruits, you know, and then they build a Whole Foods restaurant or a store and tell you that it's Whole Foods when that's nothing but chemically enhanced foods, man. So we got to get the hell up out of here, because what the Most High say, he says he's going to destroy them that destroyed the earth, all right? And Esau is destroying the earth. But you blind sheeple in America, this is what you know. Getting up, going to work every day. Then we at the end of this thing, brother. God. But you know what the American sheeple do? You get up, you're going to work every day, okay? You're trying to keep this economy afloat, when reality of it is the elites are going to crash it anyway. So all the jobs you've been laboring in vain for, regardless, they're not going to, it's going to all amount to anything, because the scriptures tell you that the labor we do is really in vain. As far as working every day, getting up, doing this is all in vanity, man, because you can't take it with you. You know, you may have a job that pay you 150 bands a year, but overall, you're not going to be able to take that cash or house or that nice Cadillac that you earned with you. It's all for nothing, you know, because now they don't even want you to retire. Retirement used to be at the age of 62, all right? Then 65, then 72. We ain't retiring from this thing, man, all right? Our retirement plan comes when Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai makes his return through the clouds and come and get the hopeful elect. That's our retirement plan, because if it was up to this devil, this man, he won't allow anybody to retire. By the time you retire, you break down, you dead. A lot of people, they continue to work because they like, well, look, if I retire, I'm gonna end up dropping dead, man. Why? Because all the carbon emissions, the chemicals. You got men that work in coal plants that develop black lung after 20 years because they've been working in coal plants, man, trying to manufacture and convert that into electricity, man. Okay, coal plants, pure water manufactures electricity. You got people, I've known people that work as technicians in these places, and a lot of them are sick, man. And they're like, well, look, if I retire, I'm going to drop dead because my body isn't so accustomed to getting up, working a 9 to 5. But yeah, you got Soros, you got Zuckerberg, you got Bezos, all right, you got Bloomberg, and I'm naming the lower level elites, okay, the ones that you people actually know about, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates of hell. You got all these men that's making billions and trillions off your misery, and they're telling you that you got to eat a bunch of fucking lentils. You got to eat basically protein bugs, not real food, but yet they're living high off the hog. They got access to the best oceans, to the best views, to the best drinking water supply, actual crystals, man. You know, certain mountains, they got access to everything, and yet you Americans are reduced to a 1,200 square foot apartment building, working 9 to 5 every day, being taxed to death. It's not a life to live, you know. And if you people had any type of sense about you or any type of patriotism about you, you'd be out here fucking protesting this. You'd be out here fucking this place up, man. Because by far you are in the worst condition out of every planet or out of every nation on the earth, because you are living under the illusion of freedom. Okay, they teach you that America is democratized, but America at the end of the day is nothing more than a monarchy like the Roman Empire was. Okay, it's basically Western hegemony. Okay, that's all it is. Hegemony and followed by a false sense of democracy. And really it's a communist society, man, because you have a dictator. You don't have real rulers. You don't have a real president. Okay, even though this is a corporation, he's a dictator, man. Okay, because basically he's trying to mandate a bunch of madness on you, basically chemicals to put in you. He's trying to mandate that. If it was people's rule and people's choice, you wouldn't have to, you wouldn't be, you wouldn't be thrown down by draconian law. You see? But you don't think about that. But you people, you want to work your 9 to 5s and think everything is gonna bounce back. You're gonna get caught out there, man. Because when they collapse this system, you people gonna want to make bank runs at the last minute, and a little $200-300 you got saved up as life savings, which is terrible, by the way, you ain't gonna be able to get that out. Then what you gonna do? Escrow accounts are pretty much locked and frozen. Retirement, shit, there's no retirement. All this money you paying in Medicare, every paycheck, you ain't gonna see none of that, man. So you American people, man, you getting exactly what the hell you deserve, man. And the prophets, the men of the Lord, we just here for the ride until the Lord decides to come and deliver us, man. Because honestly, we're about tired and burnt out of this shit. I know I am. It's the same thing. You go to work, you gotta smell motherfucking cigarette smoke. You gotta hear Esau talk about his bullshit, Momo stories, and how he just shot 36 deer. I know I want to hear that, man. It's just like, damn, how much longer you gotta suffer this madness? It's just like it's getting to the point. It's unbearable. But the scriptures say we endure all things, as a soldier in Hamashiach. So, this is just part of the battle. Just can't wait till the Lord finally decides to get us out of here, man. But anyway, I'm gonna end it there, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rakak, double honors unto the apostles, the elders of great millstone, blessings and salutations unto the elect, those in the gospel abroad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. And with that, Shalom and a Baba Ball.